are glowing bright tonight. KCCO crew, it feels so right. Calgary roaring with the flames we stoke. This is the vibe, the unbreakable folk. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, that's our decree. Cowboy hats with a party twist. Yeehaw moves you just can't resist. From the Rockies to the big prairie skies, we soar so high, make spirits rise. Let the bass drop, hear the anthem thump. Feel the ground shake with every jump. We're a family bound by laughs and cheers, spreading kindness, we know fears. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, that's our decree. Maple leaf vibes with a shot of fun. Dripping in love like syrup spun. Calgary's heart fuels the northern fire. KCCO crew will take you higher. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, it's our decree. Maple leaf vibes with a shot of fun. Dripping in love like syrup spun. Calgary's heart fuels the northern fire. KCCO crew will take you higher. Decree. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, that's our decree. Decree. Oh, oh, that's our decree.
City lights are glowing bright tonight. KCCO crew, it feels so right. Calgary roaring with the flames we stoke. This is the vibe, the unbreakable folk. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, that's our decree. Cowboy hats with a party twist. Yeehaw moves you just can't resist. From the Rockies to the big prairie skies, we soar so high, make spirits rise. Let the bass drop, hear the anthem thump. Feel the ground shake with every jump. We're a family bound by laughs and cheers, spreading kindness, we've no fears. Raise your glass, keep calm and chive on. Dance to the beat till the break of dawn. Chive, oh Canada, we're bold and free. Celebrating life, it's our decree. Maple leaf vibes with a shot of fun. Dripping in love like syrup spun. Calgary's heart fuels the northern fire.
Happy Hump Day. It's been a while, so welcome for another weekly adventure of the Weekly Dump with your host, Kevin, one of your KCCO Calgary admins. I'd like to thank everyone for joining today and see that Marcy is joining. So happy hump day to you, Marcy, and also a happy hump day to Courtney as well. See that she has joined as well. So hopefully you're having a great start of the month of November. It's been a wild couple of weeks for me, so unfortunately I've missed a couple of Wednesdays and wanted to get on last week, but to get on to celebrate Halloween. So let me know what you did for Halloween night, and if you stayed at home, how many kids did you end up getting at your place? And what kind of candies, what kind of costumes did you have? Had a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next year and just building it bigger and better. But tonight's we are going to be talking about Remembrance Day because we're not going to be able to have a stream before. So this is the last stream before. So we're going to be looking a little bit more into that. But before we do that, we're going to head over to our Chive Charities page, and we're going to have a look at one of the stories that they have on there. So if you head over to chivecharities.org and read their stories, you can read about Marco M. And Marco M, the dream to run. The stairs were only 6 steps, but to 4-year-old Marco, they might as well have been Everest. Every morning, his mom, Ivana, would stand a few steps behind him, hands ready for the day he'd climb them on his own. Some mornings he tried. Most mornings he simply turned, arms raised, asking to be carried. She told herself he was tired, or maybe just a little lazy. He was her easygoing kid, the one who loved cartoons, animals, and splashing in the pool until his fingers wrinkled. There he is, what a cute kid. Then one day he broke his leg, and the story she'd be telling herself began to unravel. When Ivana asked for physical therapy to help him regain strength, the therapist noticed something more, something deeper than an injury. She gently suggested a visit to the neurologist. A few weeks later, the diagnosis came: Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a rare and progressive genetic disorder that weakens muscles over time. At first, Ivana couldn't believe it. It felt like a bad dream, she said. I'd wake up in the morning and think, did that really happen? But it had, and life would never be the same. Before Duchenne, life had been ordinary in the best ways. Ivana and her husband both worked full-time. Their kids played sports, went to daycare, and filled weekends with laughter and errands and the comfortable rhythm of family life. After the diagnosis, everything stopped. I quit my job. I had so much guilt. We were immigrants. We came here with no family to help, no one to count on. I just want to be with my kids. The family relocated from Illinois to Florida, a place with warmer weather and, more importantly, a backyard pool. Parks and playgrounds were already becoming too difficult for Marco, but in the water he could move freely. Swimming became both exercise and escape, the one place Duchenne couldn't fully reach him. Now 15, Marco is still that same boy who loves movement, just in different ways. He cheers for soccer matches, yet soccer matches he can't yet play, follows tennis highlights online, and dreams about the day he'll finally race everyone in his new power wheelchair. His dream is to run, Ivana said simply. It's a dream that has kept him motivated, even as daily life requires more help. He can still walk short distances, but he now needs assistance with dressing, bathing, and getting in and out of the car. At school, he sometimes needs help opening water bottles or markers. He gets frustrated, sometimes sad, but he keeps his sense of humor intact. Recently, his doctor at Johns Hopkins recommended a Galileo vibrating plate, a medical device that helps stimulate muscle regeneration and improve bone density. For kids with Duchenne, it can slow the physical decline, offering a sense of control in a life that often feels anything but. He used it during physical therapy, Ivana explained. They told us it would be really helpful if he could do it at home 5 to 7 times a week. It helps with his bones, balance, and strength. There's the device there. Just one problem: the cost. Last year, the family's home flooded after a storm, leaving them without insurance coverage and scrambling to rebuild. It was scary, Ivana recalled. My biggest fear was how to move Marco to a dry area. You don't think about that until it happens. Between the repairs, medical bills, and the cost of adaptive equipment, an expensive therapy device wasn't within reach. That's where Chive Charities came in. Through a grant made possible by donors like you, Marco received the Galileo vibrating plate to help him maintain strength and independence on his own schedule for a total impact of $7,150. It's not glamorous, but to his family, it's life-changing. He makes funny noises when it vibrates, Ivana laughed. If I sit with him and we play cards or talk, he's happy to do it. It's our little routine now. Every vibration, every laugh, every shared moment keeps him moving. Closer to strength, closer to confidence, closer to that dream he refuses to give up. Though we would peg her as a supermom, Ivana doesn't see herself as extraordinary. You do what you have to do, she said, but behind the simple statement is a story of courage, sacrifice, and unwavering love. For Marco, every day is about finding new ways to move, new reasons to smile, and new ways to keep dreaming. He might not run the way he once imagined, but with the help of a community that believes in him, he's still in the race. Thanks to our donors, Marco's dream to run is still alive, and every session with his new Galileo device helps make that possible. Your generosity fuels stories like his, turning small acts of kindness into powerful steps forward, hopefully literally. When life slows you down, there's always a way to keep moving. Because of you, Marco's dream to run is alive and well, one good vibration at a time. So, if you are able and are willing to donate to Chive Charities, definitely check out these stories over at chivecharities.org, because they do tug at your heartstrings and make you want to give and help out kids like this. All right. Just going to get things ready here. Okay. So head back to here. And as I said at the top of the show, we are just before Remembrance Day here in Canada. So, thank you for joining us today as we honor and remember those who gave their lives for our freedom. Every November, Canadians wear a poppy close to their heart, a simple red flower that carries deep meaning. But have you ever wondered how that symbol began? Tonight we'll take a moment to reflect on one of the most powerful poems ever written in Flanders Fields, and the Canadian who gave the world its message of remembrance. So, the story of the poem. Written in May 1915 by Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, a Canadian doctor and soldier from Guelph, Ontario. McCrae was serving during the Second Battle of Ypres. There he witnessed heavy fighting and the death of his close friend, Lieutenant Alexis Helmer. Surrounded by devastation, McCrae noticed poppies blooming among the graves, a striking symbol of life and hope amidst loss. He wrote in Flanders Field the next day while sitting on the back of an ambulance, giving voice to the fallen. Initially, McCrae threw the poem away, but a fellow officer retrieved it, recognizing its importance. So now I'm actually going to read in Flanders Fields, and at the end there's going to be the trumpet playing, the last call, and a minute of silence after that. In Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from falling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Well, thank you very much for listening and that moment of silence. And I'm very curious what it means to you. It's incredible to think that one poem written on the front lines over 100 years ago could still mean so much today. When in Flanders Fields was published in December 1915, it spread quickly across the Commonwealth. Soldiers, families, and school children memorized it. It became a voice for those who had fallen, and a reminder to the living that their sacrifice must never be forgotten. So, what do you think that it is about these words that have kept it alive for over 100 years? Let me know what you think. The birth of a poppy as a symbol. A few years later, an American teacher named Moina Michael read the poem and was inspired by the line, "Take up our quarrel with the foe." She vowed to always wear a red poppy in remembrance. By 1921, the Royal Canadian Legion officially adopted the poppy as Canada's symbol of remembrance. So every time we wear this little red flower, we're carrying McCrae's message forward, keeping that torch burning bright. So when you wear a poppy, what goes through your mind? Gratitude, reflection, a family connection? The torch and keeping faith. The final stanza of the poem is a call to action. To you from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. That torch isn't about fighting the same battles. It's about honoring their sacrifice, remembering the cost of freedom, and carrying forward values like courage, compassion, and peace. So what are some ways that we can hold the torch high in our own lives? Through volunteering, supporting veterans, or teaching younger generations. Those are just some ideas. So the enduring legacy in Canada. Every November 11th at 11 a.m., Canadians pause for 2 minutes of silence. That moment connects us across generations, from those who fought a century ago to today's peacekeepers. McCrae's words remind us that remembrance isn't just for one day. It lives in our stories, our actions, and our gratitude. Even amidst loss, there's life, there's beauty, and there's hope. And I'd like to know, what does "lest we forget" mean to you personally? So, more than a century after it was written, in Flanders Fields still echoes through our ceremonies and our hearts. As we reflect on the words of John McCrae and the bravery of those who served, we also remember the symbol that grew from this poem, the red poppy. So, thank you for joining me and going through the poem that has so much meaning, like I said, for over a century. And I'm curious what connection that you have with the poem. Is it something personal? And when you hear that moment of silence, what are you thinking about? Is it gratitude? I definitely am thinking thank you to all of those that sacrificed their lives for our freedoms. So I'm curious to know what goes through your mind on November 11th for all my fellow Canadians. And with that, I'm just going to wrap things up. Going to be a shorter stream. And as a heads up, I'm going to be out of town next week, so I won't be able to stream. So I will be coming back in 2 weeks' time, and we'll be doing another fun-filled event of well, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but we'll make it fun and enjoyable for you. So with that, I want to thank you for joining and say cheers and chive on. Have yourself a great week and a great weekend. Cheers. Chive on.
In a world so full of noise and clatter, we dream of making things just a bit better. Small changes adding up to a greater whole. Let's ignite the spark, let's reach our goal. We'll make the world 10% brighter.